Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little bit more news. If you saw the video yesterday, you know we had a few Spider-Man figures announced at 2102 or something like that. Some convention where the convention title was numbers. I don't know what it is. I still haven't looked it up since yesterday, but you know. But yeah, we got a couple figures announced yesterday. It was a pretty exciting lot of figures. And I mentioned in that video that they teased a little bit more today, and that is in fact what we got. We got a little bit more. Basically, we just got the rest of the wave announced. Three more figures to complete the full wave, so that's pretty exciting. This one on the compared to yesterday, it's not as exciting for me personally. Mostly because two of the characters I really don't know much about. I guess we can just jump right into it, starting with Hallows Eve. Nice. I assume she looks very similar to like a goblin type character. She has the satchel. I guess that's where that ends. She just has a satchel, and that reminds me of Green Goblin. I guess she also has the hood and the orange aesthetic going on, pumpkiny emblem on her, like by her collar, by her chest area. There's some stuff that kind of resembles like maybe not Green Goblin, but like a Hobgoblin. But I don't know anything about her. She has it looks like, are they swappable faces or are they just masks? Cuz it doesn't really show what they are for. One is like a Dracula vampire mask, and the other is like a Satan devil mask. Both are cool. I don't know what they're for. Like I said, I don't know anything about this character. I don't know if her like thing is these masks. They're not alternate heads, interestingly enough. They are flat masks, not like completely flat. There's some detail to them, but they're not like a full-on head. So I would think the thing with this character is maybe you can lift off the faceplate, apply a different face. That would be kind of cool, especially with like a hooded character. You could really hide that a lot more than your typical character. But they don't showcase that, so I don't know. But you know, she looks fine. She looks like a typical female figure, not the updated female figure that we got recently and the Black Widow. Unfortunately, I think that's got to be the standard at this point. That figure was so amazing. It's really got to be the figure that's just an all-arounder type figure. Like that has to be what is used going forward. It can't just be penless. It has to be as good of quality as that Black Widow figure. This one is just, it's the regular old. I believe we saw this one for the first time. Was it the Renew Your Vows, Mary Jane? I don't know, but it's a newer sculpt. It's just not the best sculpt that we have currently. So that's Hallows Eve again. Not, I don't know too much about her. She looks cool, but I just don't know anything about her. Cool Halloween name, kind of fits with the month, so good timing on that. Next up, another spider character I don't know anything about. This guy is Assassin Spider. At least that's what the internet says. I don't know. Does he have a card on here? Let me see. I'm looking at images right now. I don't see any of the boxes. These are all just like promotional images. So, but he is. I assume he's from. His first appearance was like a What If Spider-Man versus Wolverine. I looked this guy up because I don't know what his deal is. Basically, he's like he kind of looks like Superior Spider-Man, just without the web lines in a way, which I think is a good look. There's a lot of interesting things with this character. It's another one of the like there's no web lines, so it's another one of those heads that could be kind of interesting on a Ben Riley figure. Obviously, the lenses are blacked out, so if you do have this figure, you could build an interesting looking character. It won't look exactly like Ben Riley, but it could look like a updated, maybe darker version of Ben Riley that might work. I don't know. Maybe the reds won't line up. This is a pretty dark looking red. This guy's pretty cool looking though. Uh you have the black and red. He's definitely a lot more serious from whatever universe he's from. Definitely a more mean Peter Parker. He has these cool hand effects where he's doing like finger guns in a sense, but then he also has the blast effects coming out of his palm. I guess that is a part of his powers. He has these web guns. I guess it's still webbing, but they shoot like guns. I guess looking pretty cool. It's the updated articulation, updated torso that we've seen recently, where you have the diaphragm crunch, the ab crunch, the double jointed pinless elbows, double jointed legs, butterfly joints, everything that you would want. No toe hinge on this one, unfortunately, which is weird because that seems like it would be fairly easy to implement on this guy. He has pouches, so he's a nice pouched superhero, a nice, I can't think of his name, Rob Liefeld type character. And then the one I'm most excited for is Tombstone. Now this guy typically figures in a suit. I'm kind of like bored with. I'm kind of tired of. I'm not really into figures in a suit because usually they all look the same to begin with, and they're all kind of boring. You can't articulate them well. They all look the same. It's hard to really get a story out of these types of figures. But this Tombstone here has a lot of interesting things going for him. Specifically, his suit is completely redesigned, which is interesting because I think I remember not too long ago I heard that they were actually updating suit body. I don't know if this is going to be like the new universal standard for all suit bodies, but I remember hearing that. I don't know where. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it somewhere on this channel, but I don't remember. It happened so long ago. There's no point in like narrowing down exactly when and where. But I remember that happening, and it looks like we got it. It's here. It's the new Tombstone suit body. It looks absolutely wonderful. You have the cool, nice jacket, the blue pinstripe shirt underneath the tie. The you can actually on his collars or on his sleeves. I mean, you can see that his shirt goes all the way to his sleeves. Nice detail there. I appreciate that a lot. It looks absolutely wonderful. Nice big figure. Not as tall as I'd like him to be. I imagine my Tombstones being a bit taller than a Spider Man. I believe this is going for the animated series again, which I don't. I'm trying to remember the scale of that one right now, and I don't know if he was that much bigger. But when I think of Tombstone, he's a bigger character, and this one's mostly to scale with the other figures in the line. Another interesting thing about him, when you pop off his head, instead of just popping off the head part, you take off the neck and the head. They're all one solid piece, which makes me think when you turn the head, the neck turns with it, which might look a little odd. Because that's, I mean, I don't know. I'm turning my head right now. It's parts of my neck turn with my head, but not all of it. So that might look a little weird, but then again, the collar on the shirt goes up high enough. You don't really see a lot of the neck. I'm just trying to figure out why they went with that. Maybe because the collar comes up so high, maybe it would have been too difficult to pull off the head without. I don't know. I don't know why they did that, but I don't think it's going to impact it too much. It doesn't look like it looks weird in any way. In fact, it looks fairly incredible. So I'm pretty happy with this. I think it looks pretty great. So that's it. That's all three figures we got announced today. Completing the three figures we got announced yesterday for a full line. And then before we go, there was I mentioned how I'm worried about the ab crunch for the Last Stand Peter Parker, the leather jacket Peter Parker, or Spider-Man to be more specific. And we actually got pictures. I want to credit him, Dan who's another YouTuber that I've enjoyed before. He uploaded pictures of the Last Stand Spider-Man, and it actually shows that he does articulate in the ab area. Obviously, it's not the best articulation, but it's not completely just cut off like it is for like Luke Cage or that Spider-Man that I mentioned in yesterday's video, the six-armed Spider-Man. it's not completely just like a wall of torso. There is articulation, just not a ton. So that's a nice little update, and I appreciate Danhu for providing us with that update. So I guess that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I will be back with another video, hopefully very, very soon. I have been enjoying doing these little news videos. They're just it's fun to talk about toys, you know what I mean? So please leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, and well I already did the intro bit, but you know, bye.